The Vancouver Canucks lost their 8th straight game today. This is really, really bad. We're at rock bottom right now. I remember being in this position a while back, and then Burrows came in and he got the overtime winner against Carolina, something like that, and that sparked the very good Canucks that went on to the playoffs. But, I mean, alright, we win the first 4 games of this season, alright? 2-1 against Calgary, 4-3 Carolina, 2-1 St. Louis, 2-1 Buffalo. The first 3 games of the season, we did not lead at all. The first 3 games, it was just, come back in the third period and win in overtime. And the fourth game, we led a little bit, but we were able to hold them off, the Sabres off. But really, those first 4 games, everyone was looking at them and they were saying, oh yeah, the Vancouver Canucks, man, like, this is great, look at our record, we're the best in the league, and we're on top of the world, we're not going to be thrown off. But really, the cracks from that first 4-game stretch, not leading except in the Buffalo game, not leading at all in the first 3 games, getting lucky in those games in order to come back and win. Those flaws were really brought out in this recent stretch, and now the Canucks have lost 8 straight games, 7 if you don't include that shootout loss against LA. But if we take a look at the games that the Canucks have played, we got shut out 2 games in a row in 2 separate occasions. Ottawa and Edmonton, and then Montreal and Ottawa again. I didn't watch any of these games because at this point I was just off the Canucks train. I was like, man, I got school to focus on, and there are some other teams around the league that I kind of like. So, taking a look at this, I believe the Canucks really did play their best game of the season against Montreal, but the only reason they didn't get one past Carey Price is because they were playing against Carey Price. Now, taking a look at this game against Toronto, they got 3 goals, it was cool. I saw Derek Dorsett score today, and that was interesting. I screamed out, woo, because they hadn't scored in 2 straight games prior to this one. Then Henrik Sedin comes in, he has a lot of open space, and he's able to shove it in. And then the Canucks, man, they're able to just get 3, as Daniel is able to get 1 as well. And, Troy Stecher, he gets a point on that last one, so that's pretty cool. But the Maple Leafs, I like the Maple Leafs. The Leafs are my number 2 team. I support the Leafs when the Canucks are not on, and really, the Leafs are just an overall great fast team to watch, which is really not what the Canucks are. The Canucks are so passive, and they're able to control the play in the final 5 minutes of the third period just by cycling it around and doing their Sedinery. But, this game against the Leafs, it was filled with speed. At the beginning, the Canucks kind of did control it, but then the speed started to show through. The speed of the Leafs, Nazem Kadri and Bozak were able to get 2. Then the second period, Bozak gets 1, Henrik gets his goal. Then the third period, this is when things picked up. I was watching this, Marner, he gets a goal. I'm cheering him on because I like Mitch Marner. Soshnikov gets a goal as well. Jake Gardiner gets a goal too. But it's at this point that, well, oh my goodness, this is where things got physical, and you can see the anger and the frustration coming towards this Vancouver team. You see Hansen, you see Burrows, and you see Dorsett. Hansen fought. Dorsett and Burrows were like teasing the hell out of the Leafs. They kind of deserve what they got, but oh my goodness, it was physical. If you look at the penalty detailing, there's just so many penalties in this game in the third period. It was just a train wreck to watch. And Ryan Miller, it's great to see Ryan Miller standing up for Troy Stecher. And I know Matt Martin, he was kind of getting, Matt Martin, you kind of want him to do all the work that the other Leafs were getting forced into by Burrows and Dorsett at that time. So Martin, he goes after Stecher, then Miller's like, nah man, you can't do that. Eventually the game restarts again, and Markstrom and Enroth are in the net, but really taking a look at the game and the penalties and taking a look at that line brawl that did happen, what is this signifying, I don't like to look at this as just, one guy got mad and then everything else happened. No, man. Take a look at this. The Canucks have lost 7 in a row, and coming off of a game where they're going to lose 8 in a row, they're frustrated. Look at Miller. He just didn't care. Miller has been great. Miller and Markstrom, they have been great in this they've been great this season. Miller, before this game, Miller had top 8 stats in the league for goaltenders, something like that. He's been great. Markstrom's been pretty good too, And really, you know the old saying, right? Good goalies can't score goals. And it really just brings into light, especially here, because a good goaltending performance from Miller and Markstrom doesn't guarantee success, because as you can see, the Canucks have lost 8 straight games, and it's disgusting to look at because we're Canucks fans and we're competitive and we want our team to succeed. Where do we go from here, man? We got no hope at this point. We lose to the Leafs. The Leafs, they have fire in them. They won their recent game as well before playing here. I liked watching this game because I like Nylander, Matthews, and Marner. But as a Canucks fan, what the heck, man? I'm just lost. What do you guys think? They were talking about this on CBC about how people are saying, yeah, Willie's gone. After this road trip, Willie is not gonna be on the bench. By the time this road trip is over, we're gonna have a new coach behind there. But, Linden comes out and he says, yeah, man, I like Willie. Willie's been doing great. The players have been playing fine. It's just that we're not getting the bounces or something like that. Basically, Linden is confident in Willie right now, and Willie's job is kind of secure. So what else can we do? We can't really, I don't know if trader Jim Benning is on the phones right now trying to make anything happen. I haven't heard Jim Benning's name in a long time, now that I think about it. Everything has just been going on the ice. Nothing about, no trade talks, no nothing. This team, aside from the injuries, you gotta think of that too, Edler, Tanev, and then bringing them up, Troy Stecher playing him with Tramkin. That was cool. I liked watching Tramkin and Stecher because that's kind of like the David and Goliath pairing right there. I mean, my dream David and Goliath pairing is Tramkin and Jordan Subban. But, Stecher works out as well, especially since he's good enough to be in the NHL today. But regardless, there isn't that many situations the Canucks can try to dig themselves out of because they're down. They've lost 8 in a row. You can bring up, yeah, man, we won 8. We won 4 games in the first few games of the season, man. But you can't get any worse than this. Of course, they're gonna lose 5 more games, and yeah, that is worse than where they are right now. But in terms of the team and just the direction the team is going, other than literally losing every next game in this season, you can't go farther down the rabbit hole than the Canucks are now. You can only go up. It's just, when will they go back up? I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about here. This is just some random mumbo-jumbo coming out of the mouth of a passionate Canucks fan, and I still like the Leafs, so it was cool watching this game, yeah, but this Canucks team, man, we're angry. We're just ungrateful for the things that we've gotten before. We had the 4 wins, but we need to work harder, man. And you could see that passion coming out in the Canucks team this game, especially in that third period. Dorsett, Burrows, Ryan Miller. This Canucks team, we are pretty far down. It's just, when will we be able to get back up, and what's going to cause it? Where's the catalyst for our eventual triumph later this year? Because we know the Canucks might start winning games again, hopefully. Maybe. I got no idea if that's ever gonna happen. And man, it's gonna be a long season. Whatever. Canucks fans, comment down. What do you think of this Canucks team? Because this is the first game I watched in a while. I've been keeping up with the highlights and stuff. I'm watching the goals and everything, but this is the first game that I actually sat down and took the time out of my day to watch, and I'm greeted to that. It's weird. It's weird being a Canucks fan, especially now. Our prospect pool isn't even that great. We got Besser, Yolivi, Demko, Lockwood, Gaudette. Other than that, who's really good and up and coming? Oh man, it's just... don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Hope you guys enjoyed this just collection of random thoughts spewed out into a microphone. I don't even know if these are making sense, to be honest. Call me out in the comments for getting information wrong, because I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Twitter Real Plus, links for download, your trolls, like, not subscribe, and gaming. The Vancouver Canucks. What now? And bye.